Yo, what's going on? What's going on? I'm saying what's going live. What's going on, people? USA versus Australia. We are live. Shout out to everyone. Please tell a friend, and do you know what I mean? Let's enjoy watching this game. I think I fancy USA for this. I just had a look at the lineups as well. Surprised that Australia left out Irakunda. I thought he was their best player last time out. So the fact they've left him out and they're playing more of a defensive system as well tells me they're going to sit back, going to try and catch USA on the counter attack. But I think USA have the quality to hurt them. So yeah, man, was that Pulisic I just seen there? I thought he's injured. Is Pulisic on the bench? No, he's not on the bench. But yeah, they'll miss Pulisic today as well. USA will miss Pulisic. They've got Ricardo Pepe on the left-hand side, which is a bit of a strange one for me. He's a striker. He's a big striker as well. So I thought they would have played Gio Reyna. But Pepe it is. Or maybe Balogun might even start on the left-hand side. I'll be surprised, but I've seen him do a job there before. Let me sort that out. Let's sort this window out quickly. But yeah, I expect a good game, and I think America will win this. I think America will win this 2-0. I'm going to go USA 2-0. The way Australia have set up, especially leaving Irakunda on the bench, I think that's just they're coming out to play Harambe. Do you know what I mean? They're going to sit back a lot of this game and try and catch USA on the counter attack. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, to be honest. I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. I know sometimes you can nick a 1-0 win doing that, but I think at the World Cup you need to come out and play football, man. I'm of the motto that the best form of defense is attack. If you want to play defensive systems and you know what I mean, sit behind the ball and let teams attack you all game, you got to expect few opportunities yourself and non-stop pressure. With the USA, I think, you know what I mean, you give them all the ball and sit back, they're going to get goals. Even though Pulisic is not playing, they're still dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Tillman was the guy who was pulling the strings last time. I thought he was the best player of the game, to be fair. I know Balogun got 2 goals, but I was impressed with Tillman. I think he's the man that pulls the strings more than anyone. But it's a good midfield they've got. Tyler Adams, Winston McKennie and Tillman. It's a good 3. Let's have a quick look. At my team, make sure everything... Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, I don't see much attacking threat in that Australia team at all, if I'm honest. Matthew Leckie, who's getting on a bit. Mohamed Toure, I like him. I think he's a good striker. Do you know what I mean? I think he can... Toure and Irakunda are the 2 players that catch my eye for Australia. The fact they've left Irakunda on the bench is dreadful, in my opinion. Rightio, we're about to kick off. 2-0, like I said. USA 2-0 for me. I I think Australia are going to struggle to create chances with this setup. Be interesting to see the USA system as well. I'm thinking with Pepe in the team, there could be the possibility of them playing two up top. So it'd be interesting to see how they set up. I don't know. It's looking like they might be playing two up top. Oh, sloppy by America. Torres in, shot on goal. It's a shot on goal nonetheless. It was straight into the keeper's hands, but shot on goal nonetheless. Like I said, Torres impressed me when I've seen him for Norwich and when I've seen him for Australia. Good young striker, man. I'd expect to see him in a, if not the Prem, then another top league very soon. Oh, good ball down the left for Robertson. USA pressing aggressively again. I love their style of football, man. Look, they got the ball back. Pochettino's got these boys playing good football. Do you know what I mean? Very well drilled team. If USA if they get an early goal as well, it's going to be very hard for Australia to get back in this game with this setup. They'll have to probably change things at half time. I'm very surprised they set up like this. Obviously, with them winning their first game, I think they're probably going for a draw here, if I'm honest. They got the win against Turkey, which people didn't expect them to get. Now they're playing USA. They probably think if they get a draw here, that's them through. They're guaranteed to go through if they get a draw here. So I think they're set up to not to win this game, but to get a draw. Good play by Robinson down the left-hand side, wins a corner. Or I thought it was a corner. Ref's giving the goal kick. Very good left back as well. Can't believe he's still at Fulham. When we were going for Kirkes last year, I would have been happy with Robinson. I think the season before he was a bit injury prone. He had a big injury the season before. Probably put some clubs off, but he's a good left back, man. He's a top left back. Lovely flick by Balogun. It's a bad free kick to give away by Tillman. No need at all. Or McKennie, it was. Yeah, proper low block. Men behind the ball. No real press. Letting USA have the ball and just packing men behind the ball. It's going to be hard to play through them for sure. I do fancy America. They definitely have the quality to get through this, man. There we go. Tillman down the right-hand side. Oh, sorry, McKennie down the right-hand side. Ball into the box. Pepe. Out to Robinson. Volley into the box. Oh, ref's giving a free kick. But yeah, they've created 2 chances already with 5 minutes in. So I don't see this low block of Australia holding out at all. If I'm honest, I expect America to break this before half time. Yeah, pull on the shirt there by Balogun. But they're knocking on the door, man. They're knocking on the door. Good work by Australia, pressing up top. Well done, Richards. Well done, Richards. Good centre back, man. Bad touch by Pepe. Yeah, Australia are having a little go now. They are having a go. They're pressing up top. I think they're already pressing in America's third. Do you know what I mean? So when the USA defenders have got the ball, they're putting the pressure on, but otherwise they're just sitting off. Love that from Pepe. See that work rate there from Pepe? Goes a long way, man. Lovely ball, McKennie. Yeah, the Aussies are fighting, man. They're getting stuck in, that's for sure. Tyler Adams is down in a heap. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's kicked him on the ankle. Nothing major. Give him a good clatter, though. He definitely felt that one. Midfield solid, man. Adams, McKennie, and Tillman. It's a solid midfield. It's as good as any in this tournament, to be honest. People raving about Portugal's midfield, but what do they do? Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time, to be honest. USA knocking on the door already. Like I say, Australia, they're pressing America when America's defence have got the ball, like in America's zone in their third. Do you know what I mean? But the rest of the pitch, they're just sitting off. Let America playing through them now. McKennie down the right-hand side. It's got to go into the box, that. Yo, if you're in there, say hello in the chat, man. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. All of that. Dest into the box. Shot well blocked by Suter, I think. But yeah, America are knocking on the door, man. The USA are knocking on the door already. It's early doors. We're not even 9 minutes gone yet. And they've probably had like 3 half chances. All USA, total control. As soon as I seen Australia's lineup and I seen that Irakunda was on the bench, I knew this was going to happen. They're literally playing for a draw. They're not trying to win this game. They're trying to get a draw. Because they beat Turkey, they know a point from this game will see them 100% through to the next round. So they've set up to get a draw. Literally, look, USA have got the ball now in Australia's third, and every single player is behind the ball. There's no outlet. They're just sitting back, trying to cram bodies in the way But this is going to be non-stop fucking attack from USA. Unless Australia bring Irukunda on and change your system in the second half, it's going to be like this the whole game. Wouldn't be surprised to see a penalty from a handball in this game. Because USA are going to just be peppering and they're going to have loads of bodies in the box. Great play by Balogun. Great goal by Pepe. Great work by Balogun down the left-hand side. I told you it was only a matter of time. Australia trying to play this low block, and they've been opened up within 10 minutes. Absolutely stupid tactics, man. Let me see this again. Pace and power down the left-hand side, cut into the box. I'm not sure did Pepe get onto it or was it the defender? I think it might have been an own goal. Let me see now. All right, so Robertson down the line. Balogun spins the man and just outpaces him. Power and pace. Ball into the box. Yeah, own goal. I thought it was Pepe. I thought Pepe got a toe on it, but defender is just terrible defending as well. You just literally ran into that and put it into your own net. So now they're 1-0 down. They're set up defensively and they've got no real attacking outlets. Lecky is their best attacking outlet and they've got Irukunda on the bench. So, yeah, USA looking good again, man. USA are looking good. Credits to Pochettino. Do you know what I mean? He set this team up well. They're working hard. They're playing attacking. They're creating chances. And this is against a team that, you know, have set up in a low block, men behind the ball. I love the midfield, man. I love their midfield. Tyler Adams, Tillman and McKennie. The work rate in there. And they can actually ball. Do you know what I'm saying? McKennie and Tillman especially. Oh, Australia just had a little effort from the outside of the box. Outside of the foot from Lecky. I told you he was their most dangerous, but I wouldn't expect him to score fucking Triviestas from there, bro. Decent effort, though, to be fair. Decent effort. I like the idea. He was looking for the top bins. Outside of the foot. Pull by Australia at the back. Yeah, this could be high numbers in this game. We could see 3 or 4 if Australia carry on like this, man. USA are picking up right where they left off. Good performance so far. Stupidity in the box, man. I don't even know why defenders do that shit. What are you achieving by wrestling with man before the ball's entered the box, before the corner's been taken? Like, what is it? Like some aura thing that you're trying to tell man, look, you ain't getting this ball. But like, there's no need, bro. Just keep him within arms. Do you know what I mean? Put your hand on him, barely. Just touch him with your hand. Make sure he's there. Oh, header from McKennie, I think, from the corner. That was nearly 2-0. That's what I mean. They look good in all areas, man. I've got to be honest. They look good from set plays. They look good defensively. Even with Tim Ream. Like, how old is Tim Ream, bro? Tim Ream's about 38. Yeah, handball and a rebound. Robinson, good header again. I'll just look at them all over the pitch and I think they're a good team. like I said, Robinson, I would have had him at Liverpool. I think he's a great left back. They're probably lacking a little bit of creativity on the right hand side with Sergio Dest playing on the right hand side, but it does make them extra solid down the right hand side. They basically got two right backs playing there, but the way their midfield works, it doesn't really affect them. Adams, Tillman, and McKennie, bro. Whew. I'm telling you. Tyler Adams is slept on. Do you know what I mean? Look at the season Bournemouth just had. I know he didn't play, do you know what I mean? A lot of football. I think he had some injuries this season. But he's a baller, man. When you talk about a workhorse in the midfield and someone who's technically sound, look at that work by McKennie. Lovely by McKennie. Beautiful stuff by McKennie on the right-hand side. And that's what I mean. With him in the 10, he does a lot of that work on the right-hand side. He helps out Dest. He's come on over the years well, McKennie. He's got a lot better. Do you know what I mean? I remember him at Leeds. Also in Germany as well. Schalke, I think he was at. All into the box, hit over by McKennie. But it's just been non-stop USA pressure. Australia had the one chance from Leckie, broke to Leckie, hit a shot with the outside of his foot from the edge of the box, but it was off target. Look, USA win the ball back again. Look at the pressing, man. The pressing is unreal. Tillman into the box. Look, Australia lose the ball again in their own third. Again, look, they turn it over again. Refs give them a free kick though. But the work rate is just like super intense. They're playing exactly how you'd want to see a team playing. Attacking football, pressing from the front, working like dogs. Very good from the USA. Nice work by Dest. Yeah, they're playing more or less with two up top. They have tweaked it a little bit. It's Pepe and Balogun. Look, you can see now both of them are just in the box. It's free at the back. I think they're playing, aren't they? Dest and Robinson as wing backs. McKennie in the 10, doing most of the wing work either side. Here's Dest in the box. Oh, unlucky. Good challenge. Fucking El Torre's got some pace about him, hasn't he? Love to see that from your striker. Running the ball down. But he looks fast, man. Honestly, he's a bargain for someone. He's at Norwich City. Wouldn't take a lot to get him off Norwich. Might get, well, now he's playing in the World Cup, the fucking price is going to be inflated. But you might get him for 20, 25 or something like that. In terms of what strikers are costing these days. If he was to go to even a low tier Premier League side and score 15 goals in a season, he'd be worth fucking, do you know what I mean, 50 mil the next year. Easy. Even more. That's a beautiful pass by Tillman. That is a beautiful pass by Tillman. Absolute baller, man. They need to show that pass again. I thought, oh, look at the press as well. They win it back. Balogun, left foot, blocked. Now Australia trying to break. And look at the work rate again. So when they're off the ball, Pepe goes left. I don't know. It's mad. They're fluid. The formation is very fluid. It's interchanging when they have the ball and when they don't have the ball. But the work rate is just, it's beautiful to see. They're all working. Every single player on the pitch is working his bollocks off. Like, look where Pepe is now. Even Balogun. Look how far Balogun is back. And they're not just standing there, do you know what I mean? They're actually trying to fucking get the ball back. Look, you can see the press there from Pepe. They forced Australia back. Here we go, Lecky down the right-hand side. He's up against Ream. Great ball into the box. Like, Lecky is the only one that's showing a bit of something for Australia. Great ball into the box. Great challenge by Freeman. Good defending. Yeah, great ball by Lecky. Great defending by Freeman. He's another one that I'm sure clubs will be looking at. Freeman, the right back. Corner Australia. Suter gets on the end of the corner. Goes out for another one. Big old lump, isn't he? Good in the air, boy. But this is probably their best chance of scoring set plays. Do you know what I mean? What is Suter? He's got to be about 6'5" or something. He's dominant in the air, if not more. He looks about 7 foot. Foul in the box, but well defended, even without the free kick. USA are looking good, man. Right, hydration break. I'm going to go and have 2 bun on my zoot. Shout out to anyone that's in it. Say hello in the chat, innit? Let me know what your thoughts on the game is. Predictions, all of that stuff, where you're watching, who you fancy for the World Cup. Any questions you got about football, throw it in the chat. Yeah, Scotland, Morocco as well. I'm doing 3 back-to-back watchalongs tonight. So I'm doing a Scotland game, then I'm doing a Brazil game, and then I'm going to sleep. But do you know what? I always forget this fucking scoreboard as well. What is this? I think this is my 9th watchalong. So hopefully this is the last time I forget to fucking start the fucking clock and do the scores as well. What we on? 26. Bang that back a couple seconds. One more. There we go. Score 1-0. We're in business. But yeah, it's been one-sided, man. It's been one-sided game so far. Australia have had 2 or 3 little attacks where Lecky has looked dangerous. Lecky's the only man that's really looked dangerous for Australia. Tory as well, he did have that ball that he pounced on. And he's been running well, but those 2 are the only threats. They need Irakonda on the pitch, man, especially now they're 1-0 down. I'll be surprised if he doesn't come on at half-time. Look, the work again. Who's that? Pepe getting back, winning the ball. And this is something that any team can do. Like this doesn't rely on quality. Do you know what I mean? Any team can do what they are doing. They just need to apply themselves properly. Lovely work by Robinson down the left-hand side. Lovely work. Put that in the box. Terrible ball, to be honest. I don't know why the Aussies put his head on that. Could have just let that run out. But bad cross, but good work again. They just open them up down the left-hand side. Little 1-2, Robinson flying down the left-hand side. Puts a ball into the box. They keep doing that. They'll find Pepe or Balogun sooner or later. It'll be 2-0. So Australia need to change something. It's not looking good for Australia right now. They're playing fucking the defensive system, low block, trying to catch America on a counter-attack, but America are all over them. Outworking them as well. Lovely by Adams again. Honestly, he's an underrated baller. Tyler Adams is underrated, man. He does that screening job for them. Lovely. Allows Tillman and McKennie to actually play. Tillman can do it as well. Do you know what I mean? He does get stuck in the middle. But that's Tyler Adams' speciality in that midfield. He's the defensive one. Do you know what I mean? He's the one that does most of the mopping up. But they all work hard. They all work hard. They're in again. Down the left-hand side, McKennie. You know, Australia have set up with this low block to try and make life hard for them. But they're just fucking getting through them all, like, piss easy. And that's a good sign, do you know what I mean? A lot of teams struggle to get through a low block. We've seen bad performances from Spain, Portugal, all sorts of teams. But do you know what I mean? America are looking good again. They've had no problem with this low block. They're opening it up for fun. Simple balls down the left-hand side. That's what I mean. They don't overcomplicate things. And this is a bad Australia team, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Unneeded corner given there. But like Tim Ream, he's looking like a fucking baller, bro. He's just playing balls down the left-hand side. And they're not even precision balls. They're a little bit hit and hope. Do you know what I mean? But, Robinson's running for them. Pepe and Balogun are fighting for them. They're winning the balls or winning the second balls at least. You know what I mean? So those balls by Ream down the left hand side are causing problems. Tim Ream looking at Virgil van Dijk out there. Work rate. Yeah, Freeman as well. Who does he play for? I'm sure he plays in America. Does he play for New York City or someone like that? Let me check out real quick. Freeman, where's his profile? Boom. Oh, he's at Villarreal. Villarreal bought him. Let me see his stats. Was it recent that they bought him? Yeah, he looks impressive, man. Solid right back. Especially with Sergio Dest playing on that side as well. Like they're double secure because Dest is a right back. I know he's an attacking right back. He's not defensively as sound as Freeman, but you know what I mean? Technically, he's still a right back. Oh, lovely football. Beautiful football by America. Beautiful football. McKennie pulling strings, boy. Oh, sorry, no, Tillman. Was it Tillman that time? But both of them. Yeah, it was Tillman. Little 1-2 with Balogun. Elegant stuff, man. Similar to the Messi foul. Studs down the back of the calf. Not as bad as Messi's one. I can't stand all that nonsense about giving away fucking fouls at free kicks, bro. If I was a manager, that's one thing I'm not standing for. Like, you've got a free kick to go and attack. Don't fucking give away a foul in the opponent's box. Just keep your hands off and go for the fucking fair header, man. Like, it's absolute stupidity to me. Like, you've got to be an idiot to commit a foul in the opponent's box. Or in your own box, for a matter of fact. Yeah, someone's coming in for Robinson. Before this World Cup, well, before the season starts, should I say, someone's going to take Robinson off of Fulham. Too good of a left back, man. Too good of a left back to be at Fulham. Great challenge. Who was that? McKennie. Great challenge by McKennie. Their midfield just worked so hard, man. I picked these lot as my dark horse. You can go and check the video, the World Cup prediction video I did. I picked America as my dark horse, and they haven't let me down, man. This midfield is one of the best midfields in the tournament. Facts. Tyler Adams, Tillman, and McKennie. Tyler Adams is hugely underrated. Hugely underrated. Lovely play by Dest down the right-hand side. They would want that second before half-time, though, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? They've had plenty of opportunities created. They've had the better of possession, the better of the football. But you're never safe at 1-0. You're never safe at 1-0. that second goal before half time would kind of, do you know what I mean? We'll kind of kill it off a little bit. But it's just non-stop USA pressure. Literally. Look at the work rate again. Tillman. Super impressive, man. Super impressive. He's the silkiest in that midfield for me, Tillman. And he's got that dog in him as well to do the dog work. He doesn't mind getting stuck in, winning headers, jumping into challenges. Great baller. Look at the pressure, the press. They win it back almost straight away. This is beautiful football, you know. This is actually beautiful football from America. How Pochettino's got this side set up and how they're applying themselves. Bro, this is high level stuff. Even up top, they look creative. They're not scared to do little dummies and flicks and shit like that. Into the box, Pepe, cleared. Australia look terrible. Terrible. Oh, that looked nasty. What was that? Clash of heads? Did they both clash heads? They're both down in a heap. Clumsy. Both still down. Terrible feat from the defender for that goal. To actually put that in your own net, like it looked like there was no coordination between his feet and his head. I'd expect Australia to change it, man. They have to change this at half time. They've tried to play defensively. They've been second best this whole half of football. They've been getting opened up for fun. This could be more than 1-0. To be fair, the only thing that's keeping America barely out is the fact of that system, the amount of bodies they've got behind the fucking ball. But I think it's only a matter of time before America get a second if Australia carry on with this system and the way they're playing. For me, it's a no-brainer to bring Ira Kunda on at half-time. Change the system, sacrifice the defender, bring Ira Kunda on at half-time, throw him out on the left wing, and try and get back in this game. Yo, Benedy, what's happening, mate? How you doing? You've been doing watch-alongs yourself? It's a lonely job, mate. It's a lonely job at the best of times, I tell you. But consistency is everything, right? You've got to keep going. I'm doing 3 games today, so I appreciate you popping in, man. What are you thinking of this game? Are you watching this one? I'd imagine you're watching it if you're in here. But bro, I'm really impressed with America. You know, they look like one of the best teams in this World Cup. I have to be honest. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but they look really good, man. The way Pochettino's got them set up, the midfield of Tillman, McKennie, and Tyler Adams, bro, they look amazing. Balogun up front. They haven't even got Pulisic in their side today. Yo, Prophet, what's going on, my bro? Yeah, Benedy, Prophet, you know what I mean? If you two are not familiar with each other, do you know what I mean? Shoot each other a follow, show each other some support. You're both 2 Liverpool creators. So, yeah, Prophet's a good guy. Ben's a good guy as well. So, yeah, man. I was wondering if you want to link up on mine later for the Brazil. Bro, I'm doing a watch along to the Brazil game as well. I'm doing a watch along to the Scotland game and the Brazil game. I'm doing 56 watch alongs through this World Cup. So, like, majority of time, bro, I'll be honest, I'm not going to be available for watch alongs in the World Cup. But if you're doing anything in the daytime, like if you're doing any Liverpool talks or transfer talks or anything like that, bro, let me know. Like if it's, you know, outside of World Cup game time, I can definitely jump on them. But every decent game of the World Cup, I'm doing watch-alongs myself, to be fair. I appreciate you boys being in here because it's been lonely. This one's been lonely, man. Usually you get a few people come in and keep the chat alive and that, but yeah, love to see that. Prophet Benedict shot you a follow shooting. Yeah. You man connect. Always love to see that. Do you know what I mean? I would consider Ben. I'd consider you like an established creator. To be fair, bro, I know I see some of your traction isn't great all the time, but bro, you've got some real good content out, man. I think some of it has gone way more. I wouldn't say viral, but done way better than any of my stuff has ever done. So appreciate you being in here, bro. Yeah, Prophet, they are, bro. I was just saying it. I think for me, they're definitely one of the best teams in this World Cup so far from what we've seen. Edge of the box, Dest has a shot. I think that's 2-0. Yep, that's 2-0. Is it offside? Freeman, the right back. I'm not sure if this flags up. We'll have to see with the VAR. But, bro, they've been super impressive. Super impressive. The way Pochettino's got them set up. And one of the things I was saying as well, like, what makes them so good, one of the things is something that every football team can do. It's not reliant on quality. It's working hard, bro. Their work rate, the work rate of the midfield and every single player, even the strikers, the pressing, and the way that they've been set up by Pochettino. He's obviously a good manager. They all know their role so well. No one's pressing, you know, out of sequence. They're all working in unison as a real pack. Do you know what I mean? So they're set up very well. They're working like dogs. They're really fit. They all know their role positionally. Do you know what I mean? He's got them set up really good, man. And they look good. They look creative, dangerous. Balogun and Pepe, goal scorers up top. Pulisic is not even in their side today. So I'm really impressed with America. I picked them as my dark horse of the tournament. So they're doing me proud so far. Yeah, it was offside, the goal. Clearly offside. Yeah, I'm trying, Ben. But do you know what I mean? It's saturated at the minute. It's the most. Do you know what I mean? Everyone wants to be a creator right now, so it's competitive. But like you said, consistency. I've kind of looked at this as a venture that I've got to give, you know, at least 6 months to a year of my life to before I expect anything out of it. So I hope to see some growth soon. Obviously, next season with the Premier League, I'll be doing all the Liverpool stuff. So I think I can build a little Liverpool community through next season. So I look forward to it, man. I'm enjoying the process anyway. So appreciate it again, bro. Yeah, bro, it's super hard, man. People don't realize as well. Oh, the goal's been given. The goal's been given. I thought that was clearly offside. I'll have to see that one again. But USA 2-0. I think, you know, that's basically the game kind of wrapped up now, unless Australia make drastic changes at half time. They left Irukunda, who's, for me, was their best player in the last game. They left him on the bench. They've gone with a defensive setup. You know, I think they've really played for a draw today, and it's come back to bite them in the arse. So they need to change their system and try and get back into this game. If they don't, I think it's literally wrapped up. This game's wrapped up already. But USA looks super impressive, man. Oh, let me see that again. Close. It looked offside to my eye. I thought he was offside when the shot was taken. Yeah, close one, that. Yeah, do you know what? I used to do crypto, right? I used to work in crypto for like 4 years, working for projects and hosting Twitter Spaces, and do you know what I mean? Making content and shit like that. And bro, I never used to enjoy it. Like I love football, so one of the beauties in this thing is that during this building up and growing process, I'm actually enjoying the craft. It's not seeming like work. Like I'd be watching this game anyway. The fact that I've got a couple of people to talk to, and I'm actually putting content out. Do you know what I mean? It seems seamless, bro. So yeah, always do something that you love. They say, right? So that's why this appealed to me. I'd love to get to a stage where, do you know what I mean? I'm a full-time creator earning a decent living. It's hard work, like you said, but you gotta try and do you know what I mean? Create the life you lost. So we give it a shot. Tillman down the left-hand side again. Very impressed with him as well. Very impressed with him. If he keeps this form up at Leverkusen next year, I'd expect to see him get a big move. But this midfield three, as good as any in the competition for me. The USA midfield is really, really impressive. Tillman, McKennie, and Adams, I think as good as any in this competition. Let me change the scoreboard. I'm so bad at this scoreboard, man. I forget about it all the time. So we've got 2-0, and we've got, 7 minutes of added time as the corner goes in. Yeah, that was close, man. I actually thought he was offside. When I seen the replay, my eyes thought he was offside. But good old VAR. But yeah, total dominance really from USA. Total dominance. And playing football that's easy on the eye. Even like I can admire the defensive work, the way they win the ball back, the way they defend, the way they play out from the back. Like everything about them is nice to watch. Do you know what I mean? They play attacking football the way the fullbacks are getting up, supporting Robertson down the left hand side has been like a winner. Yeah, total dominance, man. Total dominance. Australia haven't really. They had 2 half chances, and Lecky was involved both times. One was a shot, one was a cross into the box. But other than that, they've done nothing. Set up defensively. I think they've, like I said, I think they've come out and played for a draw, and it's bit them in the arse. They've tried to play, a defensive system, sit men back behind the ball, get men in the way of shots and crosses and shit like that. And they've just been outplayed and opened up by USA. Team of the tournament so far. I know it's unfair because most teams haven't played 2 games, but if they win this game, maybe get another goal in the second half and keep a clean sheet, team of the tournament so far for me, 100%. Sloppy by Freeman at right back. That is sloppy. He gets a goal kick, but that's sloppy. I was picking him up earlier, but he needs to take that shit out of his game. minute and a half to go of added time. Australia should be trying to, do you know what I mean? Just pump balls into the box, try and get a goal to get back in this game. But they've shown absolutely nothing, man. You know, the fact that they beat Turkey in the first game, I think the reason behind that is because they actually came out and tried to play football. Like on paper, Turkey were the better team. I think people expected Turkey to win that game, but they came out and had a go. Were attacking, were trying to have a go at Turkey. They've done the complete opposite today. If they had came out against America and done the same, what they got done against Turkey, this could have been a different game. But America looked great, and Australia just looked terrible, to be totally honest. They're offering nothing. They've been defending bad. Tried to play the defensive system with a low block. Lovely flick there by, who was that? Tillman or McKennie? I think it's McKennie. Freeman down the right-hand side. Sergio Dest with a left foot shot, nearly 3-0. Good save. Bit of a tame effort. Daisy cutter. But look how they open him up. Like that's Freeman now. Freeman just freewheeling down the right hand side into Dest, little out of his feet onto his left foot and a shot on goal. And then look, Australia tried to break, but look how many men America have got back already. Like the work rate has to be admired. Great defending, Freeman again. He's pacey as well. He's big. He's pacey. He's not no Trent Alexander-Arnold to get me, but he's a defensive right back, a proper defender, the fullback. Do you know what I mean? Right, there it is, half time. 2-0 USA. Total dominance. Total dominance. Australia need to change its system. They've come out, tried to play the defensive low block system, and it's bitten them on the arse. They need to sacrifice the defender and bring on Irakunda, who was their best player in the last game. Common sense, really. Like I said, the reason they beat Turkey is because they set up attacking. They came out and they had a go. If they had done the same thing tonight, the game could have been different. But they've been absolutely terrible. They need to change that system and get Irakunda on the pitch. He's their best, if not, you know what I mean, second best player. So they need him off the bench. But yeah, that's half time. I'm going to go and have a quick smoke, as we don't smoke on camera. So I'll be back in a minute or two. Yo, what's happening, people? We're back. They're just showing the highlights. That second goal, I thought it was offside, man, but they deserved it. I was looking at the wrong player. That's what it was. But yeah, man, total dominance from USA. Shout out to everyone that's in here. I appreciate you. Please like the stream and drop a comment in the chat. Do you know what I mean? Let me know what you think of the game, how you think it would end up, where you're watching from, all of that jazz. You know what I'm saying? Say hello. But total dominance, like this could be much more. The fact Australia played that defensive system, it's bit them on the arse, but it could have been a lot worse. They got a good few blocks in. Total dominance from USA. They look good, man. Like, just if you're watching from performance, from matches, USA have got to be up there with a shout for the best team in the competition based on performances. I'm not saying they're the best team in the competition, but they're looking well, man. Pochettino's got them set up really well. Really, really well. They're all working hard. They're creating chances. They're scoring goals. What more can you ask for? And I think it's the work rate as well. I say this all the time. There's a lot of prima donnas in football, and a lot of these big teams, they've all got superstars, and they're not working hard enough. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? High intensity. USA are bringing high intensity both games. Look at the press that they're showing the highlights now. If you're watching on the BBC, you're seeing what I'm seeing. They're pressing aggressively, and then when they don't win the ball back, and Australia break through the lines, the effort to get back, the likes of Tyler Adams and Tillman, even McKennie, they're just outworking teams. And any team can do that sort of stuff. Like, obviously they've got quality in their team as well, but any team, you don't have to have quality to work hard, man. They've got a good manager that's set them up properly and has got them well oiled and drilled. They all know what they're meant to do on the pitch. They all know where they're meant to be positionally. I think they give anyone a game right now. I'll be honest. Be interesting to see them against a big team. I think they give anyone a game right now. If England were to come up against USA, they could be in trouble. Look at the press again. If you're watching on the BBC, like I said, the press, they're just winning the ball high up. I remember watching Liverpool under Klopp. This is, similar style of football, bro. It's good to watch as well. As a neutral, every time I watch them, it's nice to see. It's easy on the eye. It's not no shit game. But like I said, big up to everyone that's in here. Say hello in the chat. Do you know what I mean? I can see there's a few people in here. I don't know who you are. Say hello. Let me know your thoughts on the game, or even on the World Cup, the games we've got coming up later. I'm doing a watch along to the Scotland game. I'm also doing a watch along to the Brazil and Haiti game. So we're doing 3 in a row today. So if you're around for those games, please pop in and shoot your boy a follow. Do you know what I mean? I'm a new creator trying to build up. It's hard out here. So the follows and the likes go a long way. But yeah, Australia need to change the system. Like I said, they set up with that fucking defensive system, and it's come back to bite them in the arse. They're 2-0 down, so they need to change it now. One of their best players, if not the best player the other day, when they beat Turkey, was Irakunda, and they've left him on the bench. So they need to sacrifice a defender and bring on Irakunda, in my opinion, anyway. If any of you lot in here are Liverpool fans as well, let me know what you think of the transfer news. Munoz and the latest with Diamande. Apparently, it's looking like we're going to get Diamande. It was being said that the second bid was going to be tabled tonight, so we might even see some news this week. I think if we get both of those, great additions. Especially with Mo going, we need Diamande, or we need a big profile right winger, and then added Munoz as well. And the fact we've got Rio, we've got Wirtz, I think that leaves us in a much better position than we were in last year. So I'm kind of happy as a Liverpool fan. Or if you're not Liverpool fans, let me know who you do support. And you know what I mean? We'll have a chat about your club, because there's been a lot of stuff going on. Yes, Brian. What's happening, mate? How you doing? Yeah, bro. I was questioning it myself, but like, I made a World Cup prediction video, and I named them as my dark horse. I've been impressed when I've seen them. I like their players. Do you know what I mean? And Pochettino being there, I felt that they had a good chance on home soil. But especially with Australia setting up with the defensive system, like they didn't play Irakunda today, who was one of their best players against Turkey, and they sacrificed him to play a defensive system, and it's come back to bite them in the arse. But I was unsure whether USA would be able to get through that low block. You know, a lot of teams, we've seen Spain have a 0-0. We've seen, other teams like Brazil and other big teams who haven't been that impressive, and a lot of teams struggle to break low blocks. We hear about it all the time. Oh, the other team were playing a low block. We couldn't break them down. USA are creative, man. The Robinson down the left-hand side, McKennie in the 10, he's switching both flanks. People like Tillman has got flair and creativity about him. They look really good. I was saying earlier, based on just performances, if you took the names and the reputations of the teams out of the question and you just based it on performances, they got to be up there with the best team in the World Cup based on performances. So far, anyway. Do you know what I mean? If they keep this up, I generally think they're a problem for any team. Like if England were to come up against this USA team, I'd be worried for them. I would be. But big you up, Brian. Thanks for being in there, bro. Thanks for the comment. It's much appreciated. Where are you watching from, Brian? And who's your team in the World Cup, and who's your club team as well? Let me know a bit about you as a football fan. And what sort of chances would you lot give USA? How far do you think they can go if they keep playing like this? If they win this, it's looking like they top the group. I'm not sure who they would get in the next round. But like I said, I think they're a problem for any team. Diamande is probably going to cost us 120 euros. 120 million euros. I wish it was 120 euros. That'd be nice. But the market's fucked, bro. The market has gone absolutely crazy. When you're talking about 85 million for Mateus Fernandez, 120 million plus for Elliot Anderson, someone like Diamande is always going to cost silly amounts of money, especially when he's been linked with PSG as well. So if people deem him good enough for PSG, the price tag is going to be stupid in this current market. I'm of the thesis that if we were willing to go and pay 116 million for Florian Wirtz last year and 125 mil for Isaac, when we didn't particularly need to, do you know what I'm saying? We bought Ekatike before Isaac. We could have bought a cheaper striker to play back up to Ekatike. We had Szoboszlai playing in the 10. We needed wingers more than we needed a number 10, but we bought Wirtz. So if we were able to do that last year, I think we should go out and spend whatever is needed on what we actually need. And I feel that we need Diamande. Mo Salah's gone now. We need a high-profile winger. He's 19. He's done the business in the German league. He's doing the business in the World Cup. I like him. My eye test says that he can be the man at Liverpool. I think, give him even two. I think he'll hit the ground running, but I don't think you'll see his full potential. I think him after 2 seasons at Liverpool, and people will turn around and say, yeah, this kid was worth the money, especially the way the market's going. Like the way the market's going in 2 years, we'll be seeing, 200 million pound players quite, not all the time, but quite regularly. Like the best players in the world, even think of it, will the likes of Yamal ever leave Barca? If he does, it's going to be crazy money. Elise away from Bayern. So we're going to see 200 mils pretty soon. So I think, I wouldn't say he's a safe buy, but he's a good buy, and I'd go and pay the money for him. Yes, bro, I'm in West London, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, pick up my fellow Londoner. And, you know what I mean? Everyone's welcome, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm one of them football fans where I love a bit of banter in that, but I don't, I don't hate Man United fans or hate Arsenal fans. Always have the banter with Arsenal fans. I tell them they're fucking insufferable. Do you know what I mean? Most of their fan base, what they do on the internet and shit like that. But it's all love, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm from West London, bro. Been Stamford Bridge a couple of times as a kid. Once to see Liverpool, and you beat us as well. But yeah, interesting season for you lot, because obviously Alonso, with Blue Coat, man, it's dirty business. I wonder like how much pull has he got, how much say has he got in what players are going, what players are coming in. They're doing all sorts of transfer business, and you've just lost Cucurella. They're talking about Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid, so it'd be interesting to see how Alonso gets on, man. I feel that if he's actually given the reins and they don't tie his hands and don't, do all this business behind his back, he can do really good at Chelsea. He's someone that I can see getting the best out of Cole Palmer. I think João Pedro will thrive under Alonso. So, yeah, as a Chelsea fan, I'll be half prosperous. I'll be half happy. Do you know what I mean? But it's down to Blue Coat, bro. Them lot are just making a mockery of your club, buying and selling all sorts of players and buying football clubs and sending players to Strasbourg and taking players from Strasbourg. It's a bit of a mess. So, do you know what I mean? We'll see what happens. I think you could have a good season. If Alonso gets it right, you could have a good season. Yeah, England done well, man. England done well. First half, I thought they were absolutely awful, if I'm being honest. But second half was really good. And Bellingham, like I was impressed by the way he was able to just like grab the game by the scruff of the neck. And there was no one in the England team that was able to do that but him. And people have always been having the conversation about, oh, should he start for England? 100%, bro. He has to. He was the man that picked up the intensity. He led from the front. Do you know what I mean? The pressing, the challenges, the dribbling, the attacking nature. He set the standard, and everyone else kind of followed him. So I was impressed with that. What the fuck? Why is my scoreboard on fucking 113 minutes? What the fuck's going on there, boy? Right, there we go. Back to normal. But yeah, big you all up, man. I appreciate you being there. Appreciate the chatting as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It helps with the streams. You lot just, giving your opinions and asking questions, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Australia are making changes, as I expected. Where's Irukunda? That's unbelievable. Wow. What have they done here? What have they actually done here? So they've made 2 substitutions. Oh, here he is. He's coming on. They're making 3 substitutions. This is the guy that I think, they don't have much of a chance of getting back in this game. But if there's someone that can make a difference, it's him for me, Irukunda. But they've taken Toure off as well. So it's like you bring one good attacking player on, but you take another one off. I feel they need both of them on the pitch. Their best attacking 3 is Lecky, Irukunda, and Toure, without a shadow of a doubt. See what the... Yeah. That's the thing. I don't like it, man. Even at Liverpool, we've just bought Iriola in, but we've got Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes like controlling way too much, and like they're a reason for a lot of our problems. And then when shit goes wrong, the manager gets blamed and the manager gets sacked. But those guys stay and they still pull the same strings when the new manager comes in. So, like I said, the Munoz signing for 40 mil, I think is good business. And if we go and get Diamonde on top of that, I'm very happy with that. We need to get a midfielder as well. So if they do the right things, you can't really complain. But they made a mess last year. So Australia are set up different. It's looking like they've got 2 up top now. They're playing Irukunda up top. They're going to give it a go, but USA just might open them up again, even more so now, because they're actually coming out of it. But there he is. So you can see the difference already just from applying yourself properly, trying to play attacking football, pressing from the top. But they're winning the ball back now and trying to attack. Total difference from the first half. Obviously, we'll see if they can keep it up, but you can see the difference in the first fucking 2 minutes. Yeah, sweet, Brian. Appreciate you coming in, man. If you're still here, bro, you know, most people watch the game and watch along at the same time. I don't know if you have the ability to do that. Sometimes you need, you know what I mean. You might be watching the game on the same device you're watching YouTube on. But it's always good, do you know what I mean, when people are in the chat watching along and giving their opinions on shit that's happening in the game. Like the England game the other day would have been a good one as well, with the retake of the penalty. So I mean, some people agreed with it, some people didn't. Personally, I didn't, bro. I'll be honest. I feel like keepers are like, if the player's allowed to stutter, the keeper should be allowed to, do you know what I mean, make a slight movement beforehand. You can see the difference the pressing is making already. But I feel it's just, you know what I mean, vital really, that your attackers press in the modern game. The best form of defense is attack. You know what I'm saying? You push a team back, it stops them from playing forward. It's common sense. It's not hard. But you can see just from the change of setup, like USA they're not as fluid as they was in the first half. Look, they're trying to play a long ball now. Is that a free kick? Yeah, they look so much better with this system, man. America can't play through them now. Look, it's a lot slower anyway. They're not finding it as easy. They're forcing them to go sideways, you know what I mean, back and forth. And this is what I say, it's simple stuff. It's just how you apply yourself. Setting up, timidly and playing timidly. Like, you got to fucking put a shift in. Every time you go out on that pitch, you should be fucking running your bollocks off chasing that ball whenever you haven't got it. Obviously, you've got to, you know what I mean, play positionally, but they're just applying themselves differently. The change of setup has been a major difference, but you can see the difference in effort, the way they're applying the press. And it's affecting the game. You can see it already. USA are playing more sideways, going one way, coming back the other, trying to look for an opening. They can't find the openings the way they were in the first half. It's still early doors, but you can see the difference already. Look, now Australia are winning it back in America's half. Good effort. It's good to see. At least they're having a go. Do you know what I mean? They made the changes. They had to make changes. They did make changes, and they look better for it. So at least they're having a go now. God, that's beautiful. Who was that? Was that Balogun's away? He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. I expect a goal. The defender's got back and he's missed it. He took too long, man. He took too long. That should have been 3-0 USA. Well played by the defender to actually get back. Who was it? Was it Tillman or McKennie? Beautiful pass. He was in his own half. He was onside. He just took too long. He dillied and he dallied, and the defender got back, the left back. Good block in the end, but Balogun shouldn't have let him get back. Took too long. You should have put the burners on and just fucking head down, touch out of your feet, another touch and wallop. Took far too long. Corner USA. But yeah, that should have been 3-0 and game done. Do you know what I mean? That was literally the game done. Took too long. Took far too long. You should have buried that. Lovely ball again from McKennie. Lovely ball. Into Balogun. Corner ball. Another corner. America putting under pressure a bit now. But it should be 3-0. Big Tim Ream from the back. Fucking hell, another clash of heads. Who's that chick? She must be someone famous. I don't know who that is. Who's that chick? $54, yeah. Why do they keep showing this girl in the crowd? Like, she's not even watching the game. Who the fuck is she, bro? I don't even know who she is. But yeah, better from Australia so far. 10 minutes into the first half. Not only did they have an attacking threat now, but they actually look better defensively with this system. Nice little cutout, Tyler Adams. So underrated. That's a terrible challenge by Robinson. That's got to be a yellow card, that. It's got to be a yellow card. Is he going to get a yellow? Yeah, he's getting a yellow. Thought so. Sloppy from him, man. I like him a lot. He's a great left back, but you've got to remove that from your game, bro. That's just stupid. Yeah, sloppy challenge, man. Sloppy. Yeah, it's a lot slower from the US. The press is causing that, just the effort. Lovely touch by Pepe on the left hand side. Can he get to it? Yeah, he kept it in. Done well there. But yeah, the way Australia are set up and the way they're applying themselves has slowed America down. They don't look as good as they did in the first half. But they're still relatively controlling things. Dest on the right hand side. Oh, lovely little ball, Tillman. Tillman's a beautiful baller, you know. Tillman looks like he can ball at the top level for sure. Like I said, if he has another good season at Leverkusen, I'd expect him to get a move next summer to one of the big guns. Even Bayern Munich. I think he was at Bayern Munich originally, but they might even buy him back. Yeah, it's better from Australia. They're having a go. They're having a go. They've been better in this 13 minutes in the second half than they were in the whole first half. A lot better. What's going on here? Oh, come on, brother. Get up, man. Or get off the pitch. One or the other. Look at him. He just went to get his. Bro, I can't stand this, bro. Get their man there off the pitch. Just slowing the game down. Like, it's bad enough with the fucking hydration breaks. Now, every time a player goes down, we've got to do this shit. What, you got cramp, bro? You've got cramp. Get off the fucking pitch, man. Absolute wally. Your team's in the World Cup 2-0 down. You're lying down on the pitch with cramp trying to hold the game up, bro. Get him off the pitch, man. Look, now he's walking off the pitch. Absolute donut. I'm substituting you for that. Fucking soft. Yeah, the game's got a bit scrappy now. But saying that, it's a lovely ball through to Balogun. His touch is letting down. Tillman again. And then look at the work rate from him to get back. But Irakunda's away down the right-hand side. If they can make something happen now, it changes the whole game. Oh, Irakunda's pulled it back to someone. And he spooned it over the bar. They've got another one that's gone down in the box. off the ball. Yeah, lovely pass to find Irukunda. Why he didn't start, I'll never know. He's pulled it back, kept it well. Like, what's wrong with these men, bro? Always going down. Let me see this. Oh, so yeah. Legs have clashed, but like, you know, if the ball's in the box, I'm getting straight back up to fucking try and score. These men want to lie on the floor and that. You're 2-0 down, son. Good work rate in the middle again from US. Lovely throw-in. Lovely quick throw-in. The press and the work from America. They done well to play out there, but just the work, even watch them getting back now. Look at McKennie, Tillman, they're all racing back like fucking like horses. Australia have been a lot better in this second half, a lot better. They should have started with Irukunda. The way they set up in the first half was awful. It actually looks half competitive now. Do you know what I mean? Irakunda's offering a threat up top. They're working hard. They're winning the ball back. But America is still in control. They're finding it hard to play through Australia, though. First half, they were all over them, playing through them. Robertson down the left-hand side, particularly. But you can see the press now is putting them on the back foot. Like, even there. Good work ethic from Australia. Total different performance from the second half. It could be in there. It's Irukunda. Edge of the box, shot on goal. Down the keeper's throat, really. Daisy car. But that's better than what they were doing in the first half. Sloppy defending. Tyler Adams, you can kind of half blame him there for a poor clearance. Probably the first thing he's done wrong in the game, to be honest. But yeah, they look a bit startled, America. They're not having it their own way as much. Obviously still in control at 2-0. But Australia are actually having a go. Look, Irukunda again causing problems, man. Causing problems. The willingness to run in behind and just be a threat. Look, long ball by America now. That's what they resorted to. It's Balogun down the left-hand side. He's lost it. He should have put this game to bed, though. That chance he had, he should have buried it. He took far too long. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Shoulder. Bit of shoulder work, as Jim Skin would say. Yeah, it looks competitive now. Australia are having a go, man. This is where the US need to show what they got. You know what I mean? They won't have it their own way all the time. Now that questions are being asked, can they come up with the answers? Because they can't play through Australia the same way they were in the first half, and they can't really find the answers. Look, they're going sideways out to the right and back over to the left. The change of system has thrown them off. They can't play through them the same way, so they're going to have to make some changes to the way they're playing themselves. Look, being forced back. back to the goalkeeper. We didn't see that once in the first half. And then this is what working hard does. Do you know what I'm saying? And just being fucking switched on with your positional play, pressing and actually putting in a fucking, do you know what I mean, a good shift and some effort. If they'd done this in the first half, do you know what I mean? They could still be 0-0. The difference in the game is crazy. Like the way the first half was looking, you thought USA could have gone on to get fucking 3, 4, maybe even 5. But if Australia get the next goal, it's a pressure cooker. This game should be over. Balogun had the chance as well that he went clear through with, should have buried it. But if Australia get the next goal, and the game's looking more 50-50 now, like they are, you know what I mean, having half chances. Irakunda's causing problems up front. So if they get the next goal, this game's on, man. They might get that draw they was looking for. A draw for Australia sees them through the group, no matter what. Might see some US subs very soon, I think. Hey, last hydration break of the game. Yeah, regardless, I think USA see this out. But like I said, it would be interesting if Australia managed to get the next goal. You know, with 10 minutes to go or something like that, it would change the dynamics of this game massively, and they could then go on to possibly get a draw. I think America have to make a couple of changes, man. Start moving the ball quicker, trying to get around this system because they look like they don't have answers. So, like right now, we're seeing a way to nullify them to a certain extent. If I was another coach watching this second half, I can see how Australia have stopped America playing. America were ripping them open in the first half. First half could have been even 3 or 4, but they've been nullified in the second half. So anyone watching Australia, the way Australia are set up, the way they're applying themselves, the press, etc., will be looking at this and saying, "Okay, this is how we stop America." But I'd expect them to see this through. They haven't been half as impressive in so far this second half as they were in the first half. First half they were excellent again. Yeah, Australia been so much better, man. So much better. Yeah, bro, Brian, absolutely, bro, absolutely, so much better. And it was what I was saying as well. You know, change the system and bring on Irakunda. It's just a shame that they didn't do this in the first half, apply themselves this way, because they've taken Torre off as well. But if they had, you know, started with Irakunda and Torre, with Lecky on the other side, and actually played this kind of system and with this intensity, like there was no press in the first half. Like look at the press now; they're forcing America back. They've actually created, you know, 1 or 2 half chances this second half. And I was just saying they've nullified America. America looked amazing in the first half, but they haven't this half. Do you know what I mean? And they haven't created much. They've had a few corners and shit like that. But other teams will be looking at this second half performance from Australia and saying, okay, this is how we can nullify America. So they'll look at the system that Australia are playing in the second half and the application, the way that they're doing the pressing and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? They're still winning 2-0 and they've got a clean sheet, but you can see there they're struggling. Richards has just give the ball away. They're struggling to find people to feed. The way Australia are set up is not giving them the room they had in the first half and the press and the intensity. They're applying themselves better. Do you know what I mean? It's like first half effort-wise for Australia was like fucking 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10. This half it's been 8 out of 10. So that's made a big difference. Yeah. I'd agree. They probably have been slightly better. America look out of answers. They don't know what to do. They're wondering why what they were doing in the first half is not working, and they can't work out to change the system. And that's for Pochettino really to make some changes and, do you know what I mean, steady the ship, in my opinion. But well done from the Australia manager. Do you know what I mean? He made the right changes. He's at fault for not starting like this, though. Do you know what I mean? To think how they could have played with Toure as the vocal point, Irukunda on the left and Lecky on the right with this system, they would have stood half a chance. Because we've seen them what they were like against Turkey. Do you know what I mean? And this is more similar to what we've seen against Turkey. The style, the setup. USA are making a change here. Pepe's coming off. I think that's Gio Reyna. No, it's not, is it? Who's that? Who's that for America? Let's have a look. Berhalter. I thought they would have went with Gio Reyna, to be honest. I suppose he puts a shift in as well, so they kind of need that right now. Well played, Balogun. Good hold-up play. He should have buried his chance earlier, man. Balogun. Did you see that one, Brian? He went through on goal and he just took too long, man, to get the ball out of his feet and take the shot. Let the defender get back. But do you know what I mean? It should be 3-0, really. He's a good player. I question him a little bit at the top level, but he's definitely a good striker, man. He's got physique. He's got pace. He gets goals. He's got a little bit of skill about him as well. Can shoot off both feet. You know, Arsenal should have really kept him. I remember years ago when he was at Arsenal, I remember thinking he's a good player, he deserves a chance, but they got rid of him early doors, man. Terrible pass by the substitute, Berhalter. Terrible pass. If that's what you're bringing on, mate, you could be in for a rocky 15 minutes. Yeah, they look so much better. Look at that pass as well, progressive pass through the midfield. Now they're out on the right-hand side. It's just disappointing they didn't start like this in the first half. We could have had a belter of a competitive game. Do you know what I mean? This could be like fucking 2-2. Nice work on the right-hand side. Ball into the box. They're causing problems. They're knocking on the door. Look, they've won it back again. And another ball into the box, headed away by Richards. Richards has been dominant in the air. Good defender, man. I always said it as well, you know, while he was at Palace, and Lacroix being in the France squad is getting a lot of the claim. But Richards he's a good defender, man. Good centre back. Yeah, the Aussies on the ascent. They're there again. Down the right-hand side. Seems where they're having their most joy, down the right-hand side. They're in behind again. Cuts inside. Ball into the box. Away again by Richards. He's been a rock, bro. He's been a rock. And don't get me wrong, Australia haven't been peppering. But every time they're trying to create or they create a half chance, it's him that's there. And he's playing alongside as well, like Tim Ream. I think Tim Ream's like 38 years old or some shit. But Irukunda, he's been a massive problem since he come on. I don't know how they didn't start this guy. Like, he played so well in the last match as well against Turkey. They got the result, and then like, what a stupid decision to like change your system, set up defensively, and sacrifice Irukunda today. And this just shows. Do you know what I mean? If you play a timid, shook, scared type of football, you will get punished for it by good teams. The best form of defense is attack, and it's as simple as that. You know? Oh, come on, man. Who is that on the ground? What is wrong with these fucking people, bro? I don't expect it from Aussies either. I'll be honest, I do not expect this behaviour from Aussies. Geezer's rolling on the ground, bruv. Gone down like a sack of spuds. And he's rolling down on the ground trying to get Robertson sent off. Like, fuck off, bro. I didn't see the incident, in fairness, in it. So if he has been elbowed in the face, then fair enough. But let's have a look. No. He's put his arm out to feel him, and his forearm has caught him in the face, and he's gone down like he's been shot by a fucking Magnum or a 4.5. You get me? My man's gone down like he's been shot. My man didn't get the red card, and now he's back on his feet, running around like everything's all right. Can't stand that behaviour, bro. You actually deserve an elbow for that behaviour. I don't expect it from the Aussies either. But they're putting on the pressure, man. 12 minutes to go. They've been knocking on the door. Like I said, if they could get a goal before 82, 83 minutes, it would give us a good last 10 minutes, and they could possibly nick a draw. You never know. Like, games turn with goals, man. There's 2 goals in this game at the minute. If they get one, there's only a goal in it. Changes the whole dynamics of the game. And that's what I was saying. When Balogun missed that chance, I didn't think it would come back to bite them in the arse, but let's see, it could. Ball into great defending. Who was that? That big monster, Suter, just clattered someone. Who was it though? Freeman. Great header by Freeman. So, I mean, he's a very defensively sound right back. Like, you can see he can play centre back very, very easily. But he's read it. He's won it. Over Suter as well, who's a man mountain. Do you know what I'm saying? He's about 6'5" or some shit. God knows what he is. So, the US are making a couple changes now. Yes, Kojo, what's going on, my bro? What do you make of this, man? Hope you're good, my bro. What do you make of this game? I thought first half USA were amazing, personally. Like, they were playing the same kind of ball. They were in the 4-1. But second half, Australia made a couple changes, brought on Irukunda, and the change of formation and the way they've applied themselves has made it a total different game, bro. Australia have probably had the better of this second half, just slightly. But yeah, they did, bro. I love the way they were playing football. The way they set up, the way they press, the way they win the ball back, the way they attack as well. Fullbacks overlapping. I was loving everything about the first half, but I've got to give Australia credit for the way they've come out the second half, man. Irukunda and the new shape has made a big difference. But the intensity, you can just see that even now they're running towards the ball. They just weren't trying hard enough in the first half. They look like a total different team, bro. Like, it's hard to think that this is the same team I'm watching. They look totally fucking different. In the first half, they were piss poor. Like, they were terrible. And that's what I'm saying. USA should be out of sight. Balogun had the chance as well in the second half. They had a couple chances extra in the first half as well. Like, this game should be 3-0, maybe 4-0. And if Australia were to score like now in the next like minute or two, like it would change the dynamics of the game for the last 10 minutes. And fucking, you never know what can happen. So if Australia actually scored and USA didn't get a win from this game, it would be a disaster. But Richards has looked good at the back. Like, while Australia have been putting on the pressure, you can see Richards' quality. as a centre back. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been quite dominant in the air, and he's cleared everything that's come in there. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like faded. I'll be honest, I don't think they've got the answers for the changes that Australia made. So, USA had it all their way in the first half and they were balling, but they've come out expecting the same, and Australia have been totally different. Like, do you know what I mean? Upside down different. And fucking USA haven't known what to do. They haven't got the answers to how to play through the new system or how to cope with the intensity in the press. But like I said, I was saying it earlier, fucking, if you're watching this as another manager or another team who may, come up against the US in further on in the competition, you look at this second half performance from Australia, and as good as USA have been in the first game and the first half of this game, you look at the second half and you say, right, well, that's how you nullify them, because they haven't been able to create in this second half. They've had a few chances from corners, set play. There was one off a throw in where they got a ball into the box. But Australia have probably been a better team. I'd say definitely now, because they keep applying the pressure. Australia have been the better team in this second half. Irakunda in the box again, going down too easily, though, man. But yeah, total difference, bro. Total difference. The difference in Australia from first half to second half is absolute night and day. Look, and they're winning it back now in America's half. They're playing as aggressive as America were playing in the first half. They've just won a corner. Honestly, if they score before the 85th minute, it's shit the bed season for America, because if they do not win this game, it'd be a fucking, you get me, tragedy, because they should be out of sight. They should be well out of sight. Yes, brother BK. What are you saying, my bro? We're saying you're a sports channel, yeah? Let me show you on the screen, man. I'll have to make sure I follow you, bro. I'm on StreamYard at the minute, so I'll leave that comment on the screen for a minute and I'll follow you on YouTube, my bro. But big you up. What are you saying? Shout out to everyone in the chat. Keep up the good work on the channel. Appreciate it. And shout out from the South Bronx. So what are you saying in the South Bronx, yeah? Nice to have you in there, my bro. Appreciate you coming in there, man. What do you do? What sports do you cover? Do you cover like football as well? Boxing, or what is it? BK sounds a bit like boxing still. But yeah, let me know what you do, my bro. Thank you for coming in there. As a creator yourself, you'll know the crack in it. Like the stream, shoot me a follow if you would, please. I'll definitely follow you back. Appreciate you being in there, man. What are you making of the World Cup? Like, obviously, you being in the US, obviously you're New Yorker as well. So you had the Knicks. I know you might have been celebrating the Knicks victory and having the World Cup as well. So good season for you right now, my bro. I hope you're getting out there in the US and mixing with, do you know what I mean, the crowds and the football folk and all that, and try and get to some games as well if you can. Do you know what I mean? While it's on your doorstep, the World Cup don't come around fucking, do you know what I mean, too often. But you guys as well as a team, like, bro, you've been playing amazing until this second half. The changes that Australia have made have nullified you, and you don't have the answers for them right now. So it's very interesting to see. I think other teams will be looking at this and thinking, okay, this is the way that we need to play against America because it worked for Australia. Now, obviously, Australia are lacking quality. Do you know what I'm saying? In forward positions and shit like that. They haven't got great attackers and technical players and shit like that. But other teams that do will be looking at this system that they've played in the second half and saying, right, this is how we need to apply ourselves to nullify America. And then when we get the ball ourselves, we just need to show quality in the final third. So it's been interesting, bro. They've nullified you to a certain extent this second half. I think they've been the better team this second half. I think it's clear to see. But yeah, interesting, man, because I love the way that America have been playing so far. First game, unbelievable performance. And first half of this was an unbelievable performance as well. You lot were balling out, man. Could have been 3 or 4 in the first half. And then Balogun had the chance in the second half as well where he went clean through. He should have buried that. He took far too long to get the ball out of his feet. But Australia are having a real go. Richards again. Chris Richards has had a fucking great game, you know. And that's what I say. People, I said it last season. People sleep on Chris Richards at Palace because of Lacroix, but Richards he's a solid defender, bro. Yeah, man. Love that, bro. Love that. More live tunes. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can follow you now still. I'll have to go to my YouTube. Boom, boom, boom. Bear with me, my bro. 1 second. I'll follow you. Yeah, you always love to. Oh, what's going on here? Was a little tussle. There's a little tussle on the pitch. Sutar has grabbed Balogun by the neck. I don't know what's going on. And then someone's down on the left-hand side as well. It's all kicking off, bro. Right, where am I? Boom. Lives. Yeah. This one here. Let me silent that. Jump in the chat. Where are you, brother? BKL. Go to channel. Subscribe. There you go, my bro. And keep in contact, innit? If you're covering football, keep in contact with me, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind collaborating with other creators. Obviously, I'm busy during the World Cup. I'm doing a lot of watch-alongs. I'm doing daily videos as well, but always down to help other creators, man. But yeah, they've seen it out anyway. Do you know what I mean? And a clean sheet. What's he done there? Oh, he just hugged him, really. Yeah, he just hugged him. I thought he grabbed him around the neck, but he just hugged him, man. But yeah, it's too little, too late now for Australia. They've done well in the second half. Completely different performance to the first half. America were balling out, making them look shit in the first half, and it's been completely different in the second half. Like I say, Australia have been the better team, only just. Like they haven't actually, been brilliant. They've applied themselves brilliantly. They just lack the quality in attack. To be honest, Irakunda's been really good, but they took Torre off, and Lecky just doesn't cut the mustard at this level. So I feel, if they had a bit more quality, they could have made a game of this, especially in the second half. But the first half, they were absolutely shit. America were balling out. America looked great in the first half, and they haven't so in the second half. But they still got the clean sheet, man. Do you know what I mean? That's the 2-0 win and a clean sheet. I suppose you can't complain. And it gives them food for thought. Pochettino will look at this second half performance and he won't be happy with it. So he'll want to tweak things and he'll be looking at different options. Yeah, crazy. You're 2-0 up, bro. Like there's 6 minutes of added time to go. And they're trying to put it in the corner and that. I don't really get it. Just play ball. That's what I'm saying. When you start playing like that, bro, it brings back karma. But yeah, it's all over by the shouting. 6 minutes extra time to go. Oh, nice play. Who's that for Australia? Who was that? Is that one of the subs? And then again, the quality. Look at the ball into the box. They've just been lacking quality. Like, I'll be honest, if this was a better quality team and they applied themselves this way, they could have got back in this game very, very easily. Even at 2-0 down. One goal would have changed this game completely, the dynamics of it. The way Australia came out in the second half, if they had got that goal, America would have sat back even more. Do you know what I mean? They would have been scared of losing that lead. And the way Australia had been playing, they would have just been all over them. It would have been almost a reversal with the first half. Like, if anyone didn't see the first half, America absolutely fucking balled out, were creating chances. Australia played a defensive system, tried to sit back, and America just cut them open numerous times. Had the majority of possession and were balling out. I just can't believe how much of a difference it's been in the second half. Good play again, Freeman. Good defending. USA are in here. Tillman. Balogun. Oh, it's a bad ball. It was a bad ball. It was a bad ball by Tillman. But they've still got it. So this is what I'm saying. This is what they should be doing. You don't have to put the ball in the fucking corner when there's 6 minutes left and you're 2-0 up. Oh, is that a foul by Richards? And a yellow card. Smart foul though. Do you know what I'm saying? He took Irukunda out to stop him, having a chance of fucking going through. Just a little shoulder check. Maybe a little shoulder in the face there. But he's been very good since he come on, Irukunda. Anytime Australia have looked dangerous, he's been involved. Fucking hell, the referee is down with cramp. The Australian player is helping decramp the referee. Yeah, you don't see that very often. 3 minutes to go, people. 3 minutes to go. Big up to everyone that come through. I appreciate you, man. Everyone that liked, everyone that followed, and everyone that's been in the chat. You lot in the chat, you know what I'm saying? You make the stream like 10 times better. If it's just me sitting there chatting to myself, it's shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So thank you lot for being here. I appreciate it. What the fuck's going on here now? We've got some kind of female official has run onto the pitch with, I don't know, a shot of whiskey or some shit to liven him up. The ref's down like he's fucking done his hamstrings. And now he's just fucking, he's took a sip of this whiskey and he's jumped up like fucking Shawn Michaels. Now he's stretching on the pitch in front of about fucking 50 million people on TV all over the world. Fucking hell, make it all about you, mate. Why not, eh? Fucking hell. Little show from the ref. Well, I want to know what's in those bottles, bro. I mean, he fucking jumped up after he had a sup of that. What's in those bottles, bro? That is the most peculiar looking. Looks like something fucking, like if you tried to make something look like an illegal substance. That's what it looks like. Get me or some fucking PED or some shit. Yeah, it's all over by the shouting. Minutes ago, USA 2, Australia 0. They've defended well in the second half, It will do them no favours as well to not have things all their own way. The fact that Australia have nullified them in the second half, asked questions, it will give them food for thought. And it's also showing that they're sturdy defensively. Do you know what I mean? Chris Richards has been a rock at the back. Everything that's come in there, he's cleared it. So, do you know what I mean? It'll give them a bit of confidence defensively. They know they can deal with the pressure, but they'll be upset with the second half performance. It was, I'd rate them in the first half. I'd rate them like a 8.5 maybe. Second half, I'd rate them a 5. But they do have Pulisic to come back to this team as well. Do you know what I mean? Considering how good they have been in the first game, how good they were in the first half, and knowing that they've still kept a clean sheet and they've got Pulisic to come back into this team, I'm telling you, they give anyone a game. They give anyone a game. Like even Spain, Argentina's, Brazil's, like USA have the ability to give those guys games and even beat them. Irukunda again, causing problems down the right. I like Irukunda and Torre. I think like those two should be playing every single game and every single minute for Australia. America are breaking. Who's that? Is it Timothy Weah off the bench? He scored off the bench in the last game, didn't he? Offside. So we're into the 97th minute now. It's all over. It's all over, boys. I expect the whistle to go any minute. Yeah, blow up, ref, man. Blow up. Do you know what I mean? There's 6 minutes at a time. We're into the 98th minute now. 97-25. What's he waiting for? It's 2-0, big man. Two back-to-back wins for America. 6 goals scored in 2 games, 1 goal conceded. You know, it's all looking good for them. Like I said, questions asked in the second half. And that will give them food for thought. But they're away again, down the left-hand side, ball into the box. Just not enough on it for Weah to get on the end of it. Yep, and there we go. There's the full-time whistle. Good game. Good game. First half was very enjoyable. Enjoyed watching the US, man. They were proper in the first half. Another great performance from them in the first half. But they fell off in the second half. I wouldn't say it's that they fell off. Australia was shit in the first half. Played a shit system. Left Irukunda on the bench. They made 3 substitutions and changed the system at half-time. They brought Irukunda off the bench at half-time. And that made all the difference. The second half was 0-0. And Australia really had the better of it. Just slightly. Do you know what I mean? USA was still half decent, don't get me wrong. They weren't shit themselves, but Australia just were a total different team. Changed the game completely. So the second half ended up 0-0. Australia probably just had the better of it. Food for thought for America. They'll look at that second half and they won't be pleased with it. They'll want to be better than that. So food for thought. They also have Pulisic to come back into the team. So they're looking good, man. 2 wins, 6 goals scored, 1 goal conceded, and Pulisic still to come back into this team after missing this game. So they're in a good position, man. They're qualified. They're playing well. They're on home soil. They got a good manager. They got a good squad. I'm glad I picked them as my dark horse. They're looking well. But yeah, we're going to wrap this up. I'm back for the Scotland game. If you check on my page, go onto the lives, you'll see I've got the Scotland game and the Brazil game already scheduled for later. So if you're watching the Scotland game or you're watching the Brazil game, come and check in with me. Let's have a chat and watch the game together. So I'm going to get off and have some food. I'm on a zoo. So until, when will I be back? What time is it? It's 6 minutes past 10 now. I'll be back at 10:55 for the Scotland game. So I'll see you then. Love.